I thought he was, except, you know, not in the same position, more in the lower half than the upper half.
In this group, you cannot afford to lose the easy games, right? Or the easier games, I should say.
Yeah, and there's not really many easy games in this group. This group is ridiculous.
This is definitely the death pool in a lot of situations.
Yeah, well, he said he wasn't the death, he was the killer, but he's going to have to do a lot better than that. Anyway, we are going to go to a quick break, I believe. Oh, no, sorry, we're not doing a break.
A break?
That was yesterday. We got rid of the breaks.
One match of the break, are you crazy?
I know. Dude, I say I do my homework, I don't. I just roll in. They put whiskey in my cup. So, anyway, it's Xian versus MOV, actually, is going to be the next game. And I know that Z's backstage watching this one. He's going to be loving it. But how do you guys feel about it?
Well, MOV is we talked about Ricky Ortiz. We saw Ricky play on day one and not doing too well. A lot of people attribute that to the fact that Chunli did get some significant nerfs when it came to Season 2.
Right.
Now, MOV, I spoke with him yesterday, and he says, hey, he's sticking true to playing with Chunli. And I want to see how this turns out. But Xian is not a small task to get over in any way, shape, or form, because MOV was at final round, and we didn't see any mention of him.
Right, and so basically, if you look back at MOV last year, he got 5th place. 5th place is kind of his magic number. He got 5th place at Evolution, he got 5th place at Japan Cup, he got 5th place at Capcom Cup. And then, you know, the Season 2 nerfs hit, and all of a sudden, you know, we go to final round. He's like, man, I don't know about this Chun. Let me try out with my Ibuki and stuff. Doesn't make it out of his pools at final round. So it's kind of like, man, what happened? This guy was 5th at all these major events last year, and he really hasn't found his footing here in Season 2. And now, as we've heard, he's going to be trying to go with Chun here at E-League. So he's trying to commit to the Chun-Li pick, you know, and even if he tried to go Ibuki, he's going up against potentially the best Ibuki in Xian here. So I think we're definitely going to see the Chun come out here.
Yeah, and just a few words about Xian. I mean,
Xian, I mean, like we said before, I mean, if I will, you know, defer to Z on this. Like, this guy is actually one of the people you want to look at. Evo champion, a tech monster as well. Definitely known for taking a less conventional character and making them shine. But he was like, you know what? We're gonna throw that away. Let's see what this these new good characters look like. And playing Ibuki, using those mix-ups so fast, making sure you stay on your toes. Xian is not to be reckoned with in the slightest.
Well, we can find out a bit more about that because earlier today, Malik 4A did indeed interview Xian backstage.
Xian, you got to be really confident going into today, being that you won the most recent major that we had in final round. But I have to ask you, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty confident, but at the same time, it's difficult too, because my pool is kind of difficult.
Your pool is crazy. Is there anybody in particular that you're looking at? Like, I need to watch out for this person.
Pudo. Yeah, because I beat him the last time, and he looks really unhappy. Feels like he's going to revenge on me.
Oh, yeah. He definitely wants revenge. We've had a good first 2 days here at E-League. So I got to know, what do you think was the biggest surprise that we've had so far? Did somebody get put out early, or did somebody move on that you didn't expect?
I think Alex Vi, Justin Wong, and Daigo, the really close one, was something that I didn't expect. I didn't expect you to be that close to getting knocked out. Yeah.
It came down to the wire too, you know, and the fact that it was those three people, the kind of legacy Street Fighter guys, it was amazing. All right, so last question for you. Street Fighter V has been very interesting because you started off playing Fang. You were one of the people who were loyal to that character. You were like, I'm not switching, I'm not switching. What was the breaking point, the tipping point that made you finally go, you know what, I'm switching to Ibuki?
I'm done with losing. Yes.
Straight up. Straight
yes.
Up. And you've been winning ever since, man. Yo, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Keep doing that Ibuki magic, man.
So there you go. I was done with losing. Well, you know, that'll be anyone's breaking point. But the way Z makes it sound is, you know, Z was kind of intimating very strongly that he thinks he's going to be one of the guys that gets out of this group and goes to TV.
I'm telling you right now, I don't think I've seen Xian ever smile this much while playing Street Fighter because, you know, it feels good to be able to say, I'm going into this matchup. I don't have to work 3 times as hard with a character like Fang now. And like you said before, hearing him say that he's afraid of Fudo, like you brought up before, that was a very valid point. But he needs to make it past MOV if that's even going to be a thing. And I want to see what MOV brings to the table.
Let's see if he can do it then, Joe.
Xian, MOV, this should be an interesting one.
Yeah, that standing light kick on the anti-air is definitely going to be a problem in this situation because Ibuki likes to take to the air in a lot of situations.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays in, but here's the forward heavy kick to start things off with the crush counter for Xian.
All right, Nice, using that V skill to keep her honest. And like I said, it moves Ibuki back just a little bit. So it's a nice tool to use in the neutral, especially versus a character like Chunli.
Yeah, very hard to hit her on the ground. A big fierce. Oh my goodness, with the trigger activation as well.
And Ibuki does not have much life. Nice confirm. And look at the
jumping
stun.
up there.
Nice offense right there. And you got to be careful. That bomb can nice just hold it down
nothing.
back into nothing. And in the same spot, look at these. Oh.
Don't go anywhere. Baited.
Oh. Big crush counter to end that first round. And look how fast that went. That stare down in the middle of the screen, not knowing what side you're going to be on.
Yeah, that was an amazing way to like establish the mix-up, right? It's like, look, I'm just here. You thought I was going to cross you up or double cross you up? Nope, I didn't even move. Think about that next time this happens.
And that was a nice confirm there for MOV off that standing fierce to go right in the trigger. But she had turned it around so quick.
And MOV playing pretty sharp. You know, we were talking with Ricky about how, you know, it seems like Ricky always has a life lead and then it just seems to go away. And that maybe is becoming a pattern here with Chun players. You know, MOV started with a big lead last round and lost it there. And it looks like he's got a decent lead this round as well. But here comes the trigger.
What's the mix-up going to be? There's another bomb. What side?
Oh
the
my
left
gosh.
Side.
Oh, that was sick.
Fireball
For the stun. Thanks for your life lead. You lose.
Wow, and it's just that easy for Ibuki. Once she gets triggered, target into bomb throw, that is definitely a mix-up. And we talked about that actually yesterday. We saw Sejam go over it. This is the exact time that you apply that tech that you learned from
Exactly.
Sejam.
And there you go, MOV ready to go right away. Wasting no time here, right back into game 2.
I feel like there was just a bunch of small mistakes that made him lose that, in all honesty. Nothing big, it was just that turnaround. I feel like he's pressing a little hard in some of these situations where Ibuki can, you know, take control.
Yeah, I mean, Ibuki with V-Trigger just as dangerous as Urian or Balrog in my opinion.
Nice crouch kick, gets the crush counter, dash up EX legs.
I like the keep out right now with the normals.
I like the footsies. Nice, that was a good space fierce right there. Oh, nice standing light kick to keep out.
Oh, that was sick. But look how big jumping now from Xian.
Oh, tries to go for the cross-up, no anti-air. Another throw. Oh, what a shimmy.
Xian can activate.
If he gets a hit, you know that Xian is definitely going to activate. Still has a lot of options.
Here come the bombs. Which side? The other side. No stare down this time. Another bomb incoming. Where are we going? In the front.
I like the patience there by MOV, not hitting a button just to stay. Like, it's better than taking a counter hit. So let's just say you take a throw. Maybe it's sometimes better to take that guess, see if they don't hit a button or not. And I like the fact that MOV is making him commit to a button.
A nice hit confirmed there off the crouching medium kick. Xian with the throw now.
Nice defense here by MOV, playing really well.
I like that he's still using Chun's mobility. She's got good dashes.
Thinking that Xian was going to stay on the ground. Nice block there by MOV, trying to get that momentum back. And I like the fact that he's continually moving, not letting Ibuki control that space.
Yeah, and also keeping the air very important. That way she won't be able to use that V skill that we just saw. Otherwise she'll build up that V trigger much quicker.
Nice cancel in the trigger. Tries to go for a reset. Xian at the ready, hits a button.
EX legs out of nowhere. Christitarian loves that one.
Oh, wow. And we come back clean 2 rounds straight from MOV. Like I said, it's looking good for both of them. MOV, not to be slept on, a legendary third strike player.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, we've been talking a lot about how, you know, Chun's got nerfed. You know, you don't see air legs as much. But how many times have you seen Fierce Punch get actually punished for anything, right? So I think it's still an effective poking tool. It's still very good. And there it is again. Great whiff punch as well.
And it says a lot about the changes in the game that we haven't seen many air legs from most Chun players in a lot of these matches.
There it is.
Oh, well, there we go.
You just got to tell him about it, Steve. You got to remind him. You still have that, Chun.
Nice block and punish. Committing to those target strings from Ibuki. She has a lot, but some of them are punishable. You just have to pay attention.
Oh my gosh.
Nice dash up. That was a nice chunk of life. Didn't commit to that hit. Was not able to convert off anything. Nice anti-air with the roundhouse. Here's the activation. What's going to happen? Dash, same side again. Gets the stun with that last bomb. Refills the kunai. That Xian special. Oh.
EX SPK on wake up again.
Trigger is
Oh
there.
boy.
This is going to hurt. Get all that damage.
Nice throw check from Xian.
Look at the pressure here.
Chase.
Not able to do anything.
Where are you going?
And nice, but you have to check those dashes because a lot of times Ibuki's going to use that to get out.
Yeah,
It
check
can't
those
cross you up.
dashes.
Yeah.
And check Xian's or Z's heart rate.
Yeah.
Set point for MOV with Chun-Li against Ibuki.
Oh, nice. Gets that crush count again. Uses that EX dagger. What side? Same side. Didn't hit a button again. And this time, MOV was like, no, I gotta make sure you respect.
Great bait. And gets the crush counter punch. Looking for stun here.
Oh, wow. Cross up goes into the rider as well.
So hard to
one
block.
dagger left, and that right is going to take it. We're going down to the final round.
Final round. You know it.
Jeez,
Xian and
man.
MOV, man. It's always going to be final round, Steve. And here we go. Both players about even on meter. Kunai's all filled up every start of the round.
Nice. Uses that EX kunai.
Off the target combo. Xian been doing a good job of keeping it safe and hit confirming the fierce part of the target combo.
Nice. Needs to be careful. Nice block on that overhead. And you see MOV take this chance to try to get a nice standing roundhouse again. Looks like that's replaced the standing fierce. Oh, wake up, EX legs.
And he is not afraid to do it, but right now, huge lead for Xian.
And look at the defense by MOV.
It's a requirement right now.
Oh,
That was pretty lucky he didn't get crush counter off that forward heavy kick and right back in there.
no trigger.
And that's gonna do it.
That Xian takes it 2-1 over MOV. And I can tell you right now, it wasn't for lack of trying.
No, definitely not. I mean, that was pretty scary. Pretty darn scary.
And I feel like that doesn't happen a lot. We don't have as much Ibuki presence in the scene as we would like. One of the reasons I feel like Xian is able to take full advantage, not only just his gameplay, but the fact that MOV was smart enough to say, I'm not going to let you keep getting away with those dashes. I'm going to jab. Also, I'm not going to hit a button. I don't want you to get a counter hit. I don't want you